Okay, here is the control panel tutorial. I don't really know. I've only had this camper for not even a year, so I'm not completely 100% up on what everything does here, but I'll do my best here. So these little buttons here you'll probably never need. This is the battery button. It shows how full the battery is. The battery is charged by the power cable that comes in, which you'll probably notice when you're here, but it's also charged by a solar panel. So it looks like it's been, oh yeah, almost full. It's been kind of a gloomy day today, but still have a full battery. That probably never used. There's a like tank in the RV that you can use if you're not going to be connected to city water. You can fill up a freshwater tank, and it's empty now because I'm connected to the water at my house, the well water. This button, I don't know what it is, but there you go. Maybe that's the hot water heater. I'm not real sure. Gray, so there's black tank and gray tank. Black tank comes from the bathroom. Gray tank comes from the kitchen. In some campers, the black tank is only the toilet. And I think maybe the shower. And the gray tank is the kitchen and the bathroom sink, and I think sometimes the shower. But in this particular camper, it's my understanding that all the bathroom stuff drains into that one and all the kitchen stuff drains into that one. It really shouldn't matter, and I don't think that's true actually, because I think this one filled up and I started noticing that it was needed to be emptied because the shower stopped draining. So not real sure how that works, but anyway, those are the tanks, and you can see they're both empty right now because I just emptied them. If you start to wonder what's happening, if something starts happening with the drainage, you could come here and check, and if it's up to full, give me a call and I will come empty the tanks so that you won't run into any problems. Okay, so hot water. This one will probably be on when you're here because it's an on-demand thing. So that's a water pump. You usually don't need it because I've got water coming in and it's got pressure to it. So you usually only need this if, for example, you've got this fresh water tank filled up and you need some way to get the water up into the camper. So that's where that one comes in. But I just keep it on because it doesn't come on unless you really need it to come on. So it just stays on. That one will probably be on when you get here. These two are for the water heater. There are two ways that you can heat water. There's a little water heater underneath the camper. It's very small. I can't remember how many gallons it is, but it's not very big. It's just enough for like one shower or one kind of dishwashing run. So you can run electric or you can run LP, which is propane. So if you turn the LP on, you might hear the propane. Yep. I don't know if you can hear it. It just kicked in. The propane will come in. The pilot light will light it. It will start heating water underneath. So that's the propane one. The electric one, you just heard it shut off. The electric one, if you hit the electric one, for some reason the light doesn't come on, but it does heat the water. So I like to use this one. And this one, you could leave on all the time. This one would like use propane constantly. This one, you're not going to run out of electric. You will run out of propane. And the propane runs the heat too. So you want to probably run the electric one only. So before you're going to take a shower, before you're going to do your dishes, you want to turn one of these on if they're not already on. Hopefully the electric one, because that one is a source is not going to run out unless we have a power outage. Turn it on, wait about 20-30 minutes, and you should have hot water. So that's those. I'm going to leave it on just to test it. Okay, so now we get down here. Easy is the lights. So these 5 switches right here are the lights. This one is if I turn it on, you'll see the Christmas lights come on over the dining room table. If you turn it off, there you go. So that's what this is. It's just on a remote plug because those are plugged into a outlet that has a remote sensor on it that this thing talks to. So that's the Christmas lights. These are the 3 interior lights. So interior 1, 2, and pendant. So pendant is those above there, I guess. Yeah, this little setup here. 2 is the ones above the kitchen, which I would have thought would have been called pendant, but I guess they're not. And 1 is the big set of overhead lights. So that's 1, 2 over the kitchen, and 3 over this guy right here. Awning, because it's light outside, you won't be able to see, but that is outside lights. So if you flip those on, you don't see anything, but there's a little string of LEDs that's outside. So if you're going out for the evening and you're going to be coming back after dark, you might flip those on, so that you can see better when you come back. Or if you're hanging out outside, by the fire bowl or at the picnic table, you might want to have those on. So there's the awning lights. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, awning extend. This is the only other one you might use. So there's an awning out front. It kind of, comes out from the top, and I haven't used it, and I'm not going to turn it on now because it has been very close to freezing, and I'm afraid there might be some ice in there. So, but if you want to extend the awning, open the door so you can see what's happening, flip this switch, and the awning will start to unfold and cover up kind of the front, which is very nice if it's raining and you want to sit outside because it's still warm. You can extend the awning. Please always do retract the awning if you're going to leave the house or leave the camper to go out for a while, or especially if it's going to be windy or stormy, because the awning will just rip right off the camper. So please, if you use the awning, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure to retract it if it's going to be, very windy or stormy, or if you're leaving for a while, because you never know what's going to happen while you're out. These two you will never use because these are the slide outs. So this is one slide out. I don't know if you can see, but there's an angle there because this whole thing here pulls in all the way to right here. So that floor right there pulls forward to right here. Same with the kitchen. This whole thing, there's an angle there because this is a slide out. So it actually pulls forward right here. So when both of the slide outs are in, you cannot walk from here to the dining room table because everything pulls in. That's what these two do. So you will never, ever, ever touch those. If you do, it's not a disaster. It's just you'll feel like the ground's shaking because everything will start to slide in, and just pop them back out again if you accidentally hit those. So that's it. That is the control center. This thing is supposed to be helpful, but it's not helpful at all. This is just a light for the hallway here. That is a carbon monoxide, I think, detector. Carbon monoxide and smoke, or is it just propane? Carbon monoxide and propane. Should be green. If you ever see red, or if the propane gas red light comes on, or if this light turns red, please get out of the camper and call me, because that means that there's either carbon monoxide, which shouldn't happen if the camper's not hooked up, or the propane is leaking, which also shouldn't happen because the propane's outside. And if you do smell propane, it's probably because the tank is empty. They put a little feature in there where when the tank gets empty, it leaks a little bit so that you can smell it and tell that it's empty. This is just a step light for the steps. The only other thing is down here, there's, this is a fuse box actually, so you will probably never ever need that. This is heat. You'll see heating vents all around. There's plugs all over, light switches. Oh yeah, the oven light is still on. That's pretty much it in terms of how to run things around here. I think I went over the toilet earlier, where if you use the toilet and you have to flush it, you just take the pedal, hold it down for 10 seconds, let it go, 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 count to 10, and then let it go. So you want to run it for 10 seconds well after everything is gone from the toilet to really wash it down there and rinse it down there, or else it might start to smell. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Just give me a call.